Drake sneak dissing again, right? Apparently, allegedly. So Drake dropped 3 new songs. He got a song called Circadian Rhythm, which no rapper has ever said those 2 words together other than Kendrick Lamar on 616 in LA. I listen to these songs. Again, I'm not a Drake fan like that. Never really been a fan of his music, so his music doesn't really appeal to me. I didn't think it was a good song. But I will leave it to the Drake fans to determine whether it's a good song for Drake's standard. So we know, just looking at the title of the song, this is a reference to Kendrick Lamar on 616 in LA, Circadian Rhythm, and that's a cool word. I've never heard Kendrick say anything like that before. As a matter of fact, I actually think Ab-Soul wrote parts of that song. 616 in LA, you guys have heard me say this before. This is Ab-Soul's bag. This is not really Kendrick Lamar's bag. Circadian Rhythms of a Shooting Star, Raphael, Michelangelo, like that's Ab-Soul's bag. But anyways, that aside, often I know this type of power gonna cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. So that's what Drake is referencing when he makes a song called Circadian Rhythm. So I read some of this before. I think it's a reach. I didn't hear from the part of this song that I heard. Yeah, this is the part, the 17 seconds. I didn't hear any diss. But this is what they say. What part is Drake right here? Rap game like my sleeping pattern, cause how the fuck yeah, this is the Drake part. Niggas don't speak my language, niggas don't speak my language, niggas don't speak my language. Rap game's like my sleeping pattern, cause I'm up. You know, you're up when you're, sleeping pattern, you don't sleep, you're up. It's a metaphor, I guess. Drake is telling Kendrick that they do not speak the same language because Drake is on a way higher level doing way higher things. I don't get this from this. I don't get it. And here's Kendrick on Euphoria. Wait, what it? And then over here, I got language birds. I don't know what they're talking about here. I think this is a reach. Okay, but let's move on. I'll entertain it. Faison also says, how many funeral dates they planned for me and I dodged it like the truck. That's apparently what Drake said. How many funeral dates they planned for me and I dodged it like the truck. It's a playoff Dodge truck. Okay, Kendrick Lamar and company clearly planned for this man's funerals. Drake is still here and going strong, so I don't see how that's, let me know in the chat. Y'all think this is a Kendrick diss? How many funeral dates they planned and I dodged it like the truck? Is like the Dodge truck a reference to the Good Kid, Mad City van? Man, I thought the Good Kid, Mad City van was a Chrysler. What is the van on the cover of Good Kid, Mad? Yeah, Chrysler Town and Country. So I don't know how that's a reference to Kendrick, but I'll entertain you guys. And they said there's more, but it's off the first listen. There's disses all throughout 100 gigs. Okay, I don't think that was, I think the title is, Drake definitely titled this song Circadian Rhythm because of Kendrick. And if you watched like Drake interviews, you know that this guy, like Drake is really particular about what he titles his songs. Like he's said this before, almost verbatim. Like he's very particular about what he titles his songs. I think he chose a Circadian Rhythm title as a song because it's a cool, it sounds cool. Circadian Rhythm, what is that? I think he definitely had Kendrick in mind when he chose that title. But the disses here that he says are disses, I don't think those stick. But the one that I do think sticks is on No Face. And shout out to It's a Vibe Twitter, go follow them. Drake addresses the rap beef with Kendrick Lamar and others this year in a new song on his Finsta. Finsta is a fake Instagram. It's like your burner account. You got your main Instagram. That's where your PR people post from. And then you got the side Instagram where it's kind of anonymous, but it's kind of not. But it's, that's what Drake is doing on the Finsta. No Face. I will play the song, but copyright and all that is crazy. Niggas got lit off features I skated on. I gotta know how you get lit off the nigga you hated on. That can apply to a lot of different people. Niggas got lit off the features I skated on. Like I was featured on your song. I skated on that shit. You got lit off of that because of my feature. That's facts. What Drake is saying right there is facts. I gotta know how you get lit off the nigga you hated on. Now, if this is a reference to Kendrick, that's just not true. Kendrick didn't get lit off of Drake. That's true, though, for a lot of other artists. Like I Love McConan. Like Block Boy JB. It's true for a lot of people. It's not true for Kendrick. Like Drake, Kendrick, y'all came up like almost together. Drake was first. Drake started popping, bubbling around 08, 09. Kendrick more so started bubbling around 2010, really. So really 2010, 2011 for Kendrick. But essentially, y'all came up in the same era. So numbers untouchable. They got the data wrong. The moment I know they've been praying on, trying on the boy, but fuck it, I'm staying on. So he's saying like, yo, my numbers is untouchable. He's talking about his #1 singles, which they are. I mean, they're untouchable. He's either tied with Michael Jackson or he's one behind Michael Jackson as far as the record for most #1 hit records. Like it is untouchable. It's a moment I know they've been praying on. Trying to boy, but fuck it, I'm staying on. My therapist put in a 30-day notice because I keep talking about beef in business and money and women. It's no diagnosis. I do like that little rhyme scheme. 30-day notice, diagnosis. I don't think I've ever heard a rapper rhyme those two phrases together. And you guys watch my channel, you know. When some rappers say a word or a phrase I've never heard before, like circadian rhythm, that interests me. They emptied the clip. Yeah, Kendrick. This is what makes me think it's about Kendrick. They emptied the clip. Kendrick did empty that clip. No other person, because you gotta remember, Drake was beefing with like 5 dudes at once. Metro, Weeknd, a lot of dudes at once. Nobody really emptied the clip on him except for Kendrick. He unleashed on him. Pause. And I came back reloaded. They emptied the clip and I came back reloaded. Well, you didn't. In the actual beef, you did not come back reloaded. You kind of quit, bowed out with the Heart Part 6. Unless he means like, yo, all these new songs I got, the 100 gigs website. I don't even know if to call it, you call it a project, 100 gigs project, these 3 new songs, all these different songs. Yes, you can. You lost the beef, but then you reloaded with new music. Correct. But as far as the beef, though, you did not come back reloaded. That's just false. I'm just so happy that niggas who envied and held that shit in finally got to show it. We'll see you boys soon. Well, you could say that. Because, you know, what did Kendrick say? This always been about love and hate. Let me say, I'm the biggest hater. I hate this nigga. Everything about him, the way you talk, walk, way that you dress. I even hate chicks who like you. But on the opposite end, Drake also shows that he envied Kendrick. What was Drake saying in the entire beef? Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone give him a Grammy. Like that's hate. That's hate and jealousy. That's really envy. It's envy. You mad you got him in numbers. You got him #1 hits. You got him in record. Does Drake even have Kendrick in record sales? I would assume so because Drake has more albums. But Kendrick has you in Grammys. He's got like the Pulitzer Prize. So yeah, and this is also something Drake mentioned on the Heart Part 6. What is the very first bar? The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. Like you're mentioning shit that nobody else is mentioning because you envy it. That's facts. I don't know who can disagree with that. That's facts, man. So it's sure, Drake. Kendrick envied you and he finally got to show it. Really, I think if you just ask me, because I hear I'm taking Drake's word for it. If you ask me, I think Kendrick always wanted to off this nigga on a beef. I think Kendrick just always wanted to off him. And I think Drake wanted to off Kendrick too. But Kendrick finally got to do it. But I think the same could be said vice versa is what I'm saying. I think you guys get that. Like Drake also wanted to off Kendrick, which is why he dropped the push-ups and he was like, nah, we're doing this shit today, right now, tailor-made freestyle. And I got a bomb called Family Matters. For whenever you drop that little track diss track you've been holding on for 4 years, I got something for you. Oh, boom, and it come with a video. Drake wanted to off Kendrick. Like, and he envies Kendrick. The same way you could say Kendrick, I don't know if you could say Kendrick envies Drake because we haven't really seen anything of Kendrick envying Drake. I'm trying to be unbiased here. We never hear Kendrick be like, oh, like you sold all these records, but you're a bitch though. Like he never says that. But Drake definitely says, yo, Kendrick can do anything and they're just going to give him a Grammy and he's a Pulitzer Prize winner. Like he's trying to mock it, but there's envy on both sides is what I'm saying. We'll see you boys soon. So I really wish I could play this little snippet, but I'm sure you guys have heard it already. If not, it's the vibe, Twitter, follow the man, go on his media. It's right there. little 46-second clip. Oh, this guy says, hey, he definitely ain't talking about K-Dot. Bro still got 5 more stocks in stock. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Drake is talking about K-Dot on No Face? And then what about on Circadian Rhythm? I think, yes, he's talking about Kendrick on No Face, but I think he's not talking about Kendrick on Circadian Rhythm. But I think he's kind of titling the song Circadian Rhythm as kind of a jab. And this is like, what's the proper word? I don't want to use the word bitch assness because we're on YouTube and there's kids watching. I don't want to use the word pussy shit because we're on YouTube and there's kids watching. This is, some of y'all help me with a word to describe this. This is, bro, like Drake. Listen, bro. Y'all had the beef that y'all been wanting to have. Drake wanted this and Kendrick wanted. Y'all both wanted this for years. You had the beef. You put out the best songs you possibly could. Drake even shot a video to one of the songs. Kendrick went so far as to have a concert. Victory lap. Drake, you lost. Like YBN Almighty J said. You was talking about niggas know how you get down. Niggas didn't know how you get down. You was talking about niggas don't want the rap beef with you. Bruh. Niggas wanted the rap beef with you. You lost. And it's not just Drake lost. Like Drake continued to put out, always compared to the Jay-Z and Nas. It's not like Drake continued to put out fire diss records and Drake and Kendrick continued to exchange until the fans got tired and called the match for the winner. That's what Jay-Z did and Nas did. Like they kept firing back. Jay-Z lost the beef with Ether. Once Ether came out, Super Ugly came out, he lost. But Jay-Z continued to fire, like Blueprint 2, and he acknowledged his loss. Like, yo, I lost. Even in defeat, it's a valuable lesson learned, but it evens it up for me. This is a direct quote. But by the way, Nas, I still got some bars for you, because a nigga wear a kufi, it don't mean that he bright. You don't understand him, it don't mean that he nice. Like, he still had bars for him. That is going down swinging. Drake didn't go down swinging. Okay? I said this in a different video. In the UFC, right? You know UFC, boxing, martial arts, all this good stuff. There's like a knockout. There's 3 ways to end a match, essentially. 4 ways. There's a decision. That's Jay-Z and Nas, decision. There is TKO, which means a dude just beating, you ain't getting knocked out, but like the referee is like, we gotta stop this because it's like, well, I can't allow you to get killed in here. It's TKO. You got a knockout, you just, self-explanatory, you get knocked out, and there's submission. Drake submitted. The hard part 6 is submission. You submitted. It's over. Why do you continue to sneak this man? You could have, if you wanted to continue to beef, you could have continued to beef. You could have continued dropping records. If Drake really wanted to continue to beef, he could be like, yo, I have the last record. The clock is on Kendrick. Like the hard part 6 is the last record. Was it so good that Kendrick didn't respond? Obviously, we know it wasn't a great record. It wasn't a good record at all. But if he actually wanted to continue to smoke, that's what type of timing he would be on. I have the last record. The clock is on Kendrick. What are y'all talking about? Instead, we have this man sneak dissing. Well, I'm gonna name my song Circadian Rhythm and then not say anything dissing Kendrick. I'm gonna just jab at him. I'm gonna make him listen. Bro, you lost. We have Drake here on No Face. Well, you got lit off my features and I was on Poetic Justice and you was on my tour and you already said all this during the beef. Drake had a whole song queued up called Buried Alive Interlude. Buried Alive Interlude is a song on Drake's album called Take Care. Let's fact check me. Don't just take my word for it. Cause what if I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Buried Alive Interlude is a song on Drake's album, second album, Take Care, featuring Kendrick Lamar. Really, it's not featuring Kendrick Lamar. Drake is not on the song. The song is only Kendrick Lamar. So yeah, you got lit off you know, that and I went to the therapist because I got my ass beaten the beef and bro, my point is the beef is over. You could have said this all during the rap beef. Why let the beef die out and continue to diss? Like, let me know in the chat. But I knew Drake was going to continue to do this. He's going to continue to sneak diss. The thing is, Drake doesn't want any more records. That's not what, with Kendrick, that's not what he wants to do. He does not want to go back to what they were doing in May 2024, record for record. You know what I mean? Push-ups, Taylor Made, Euphoria, 616 in LA, Family Matters, Meet the Grams, Not Like Us, Heart Part 6. He doesn't want to do that. He's already lost that. So his thing is like, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to sneak diss you. But you lost. You lost. I don't know what y'all think.